Chairman. Chairman, thank you for the opportunity to make my views known on this matter. I have a couple of issues to bring to the attention of all of us. Issue 1, the views expressed by Honorable Ladi to the effect that he's pleading with the minority to allow the vetting. I must state that it is not about the minority opposed to a vetting. It is about the matter in issue, which is an express statement which alleges that the chair of this committee has been demanding money from nominees of his own government. 2, that the members of the majority caucus who are members of this committee, the NDC members of this committee, have been demanding money from its own nominees. We know, and it is a notorious fact, that Mr. Vormawor is a member of the NDC fraternity. It is a fact. This posture of people not allowing views to be expressed must be stopped. It is a notorious fact that Mr. Vormawor is a member of the NDC tradition. And this is coming from him against the NDC members on this committee, with its vicarious effect on the entire members of this committee. So raising, yes. What it means is that you have done something, as he claims, but we share in that liability with you as the minority caucus. It is in that spirit that we say that let this matter be properly resolved for all of us to have a way forward. Issue 2. That I anchor on the submission by my respected classmate, Roxanne Eche de Fiamapo. He argues that in the circumstance, Order 284 should be triggered. There is a matter of reputational effect. And you are saying that, well, the NDC side of this committee doesn't care. So there should be a vote so that the majority will carry the day. May I remind my respected colleague that the enterprise we are in is a perception-driven enterprise. And it's not about you proceeding. Now, maybe you've not thought about it, but just for the sake of argument, and at the risk of sounding a bit unfair to you, have you thought of the situation where you insist on a vote, you win, and you say you are proceeding? So perhaps if we want to boycott, we should boycott. Because after all, it is you who is most affected and you don't really care? Are you then lending some weight to what the man said? Or it's about running with your tail in between your thighs that, hey, you don't want to, touch him? Or because you think that he is of your tradition, so you don't want to? No. The thing has gone beyond NDC. And as Mr. Kennedy Japan once said, this is about systems and policies. This is not NDC or MPP. This is the institution of Parliament. Third issue. Chairman, you have directed the clerk to the committee to invite I wouldn't want to say contemnor, but the person who is making this allegation. He put it on social media, and media houses, traditional media houses, are discussing this matter and all. You have directed that he be invited here so that tomorrow we suspend the sitting for tomorrow and at least proceed to do today's sitting. But may I remind you, Mr. Chair, that yesterday this matter was brought to your attention as the head of this committee, and to the best of my knowledge, the understanding was that this matter will be dealt with. It appears that we are not adding on this aspect of, in view of the matter still remaining unresolved, whether or not to proceed or not to proceed. Chair, in all humility, let me pray that you suspend sitting for us to go into conclave, to further deliberate and abide by whatever we'll be able to conclude, so that we proceed. And without overstretching the argument, we have, by consensus, passed all your nominees except one, Honorable Emmanuel Amakofibua, which we are yet to take a decision on. But all others, yesterday's vetting, all others, we don't have a problem. Sometimes our own side feel, you see the social media, they think that, oh, why is the minority side being all, cooperative? But we know that in governance, you don't oppose for opposing sake. You must find reason. So we are ready to take responsibility just for the sake of our democracy. So that side we don't have a problem. Where we have to say no, we'll say no. Where we believe that this one, we've been in government before, so we know that the wheels of government must be in motion, and we must have cause to say no or yes. So, Chairman, if you would agree with me, I conclude by saying that let us take a short break and then come back to know with direction. To overrule and say that you are the chair and that we should proceed would not be most appropriate, in my humble view. I don't want to borrow the words of Honorable. I don't want to borrow the words of Honorable Minister for Roads and Highways, who, when I was in majority and I was the leader of the House, he once said that, leader, if you want to proceed to lay your paper, there will be chaos in the House. I don't want to borrow his words. Honorable Governors Kwame Agboja openly said on the floor that merely laying a paper, which will not even amount to a vote, would lead to chaos. I'm not of that school of thought. So please, you oblige us. Let's have a break and then discuss, and then we can come back.